Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Hawa Saipo out of Columbia, South Carolina. If you coming on to me live, put I'm in. Let me know where you're coming from. If you are a travel agent or wanting to become a travel agent, put in the comments below as well. I want to hop on because today marks my 60th day with Evolution Travel. So I picked today because I thought it would be very fitting to be as honest as possible. This is a true live. Today is November 30th. I actually started my travel business with Evolution September 30th. That was on a Tuesday. Okay. So as you can see, that was September, October, and now it's November. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody that is watching. If you're watching this much later, hashtag replay, let me know that you're watching it much later and leave me some comments there as well. I'm sure there are many of you that have watched my journey thus far. And first of all, I want to say thank you for all the support, all the positive vibes. I am not only posting this on my YouTube channel, Hawaii Artistry Travel, but also on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok platforms. So I'm going to post that everywhere so you guys can follow and see my journey as it unfolds. I am no stranger to the travel industry. So, of course, my 60 days with Evolution Travel will differ from other people that just got started with Evolution or has been here a minute, or perhaps you are in a different travel agency, company, another network marketing company that has travel in it. So if you're watching this right now, you're probably really interested, like, what is Hawa talking about? 60 days. Yes, I made it through 60 days. And I have some stats, some information that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to go ahead and apologize if I skip around, but I do have my little notebook. I'm a big believer in carrying a notebook around, writing down my notes and just recording my experiences. I have been telling my team members, other travel agents that I'm coaching, mentoring in the travel industry on how they should just keep record of their experiences thus far, just because I know that when it comes to travel and in this type of building your business online or being an entrepreneur for the first time, that people really would appreciate real life stories, the journey, especially if it's written down and you want to hear of a person's honest opinion or honest experiences in travel, whether it's good or bad or whatever, right? I mean, that's why you guys are watching. So I just wanted to say to you that I am so thankful that I had started my travel business with Evolution Travel out of thousands, and I mean thousands of host travel agencies. I picked this one. It did not take me too long to do so, and there's a few reasons why. And you can watch my other videos to just see the at least 10 reasons why I picked Evolution Travel. But I started on the 30th of September. So when I got started, to know a little bit of my backstory was that I was in a previous company for almost 6 years. I have been in travel for over 6 years on a part-time basis. I have been a nail technician for over 20 years with my family's business. I have a nail license for 23 years. I have an esthetician license for over 15 years. So I actually specialize in nail art, acrylic nails, artificial enhancements with, of course, designs and things like that, because I am an artist and I do individual lash extensions as an esthetician. And so that's what I do now. But when I got started, I was actually working at the nail salon full time and an esthetician. And I am a mom of two. And I had been struggling for a few years prior to starting my travel business, trying to figure out my life. I went through a divorce. I had been working at the nail salon. I felt like a slave, right? 5, 6, 7 days a week, 6 days a week on average. I would work 50 to 60 hours a week, missing out on weekends with my kids. Just that's the life of a cosmetologist. If you want to earn 50,000 and above and six figures in the beauty industry, you got to put your time in. And I am a workaholic. So that's my backstory. I went through divorce. I was working full time, very, very hard with two kids. I felt like I was drowning in crazy debt and nobody knew what I was struggling with, but I was really praying for an opportunity that would come my way that I could do that would create freedom. And when I got presented with the travel opportunity, it was so simple. Like my girlfriend got started in the travel industry a month before me. She and I were already in a business group. I was in that group because I started my art career in 2018. So this is all happening at the same time, right? So I joined this business group. I'm still a part of that business group, BNI, Business Network International, where we do business to business referrals locally within our community. So I joined that group in 2018. I met someone that started travel in 2019. So when I saw that opportunity of being a travel agent, earning commissions, booking travel, traveling more for less, just being able to save on my own travel and be able to earn commissions on my own trips, that just made sense to me. And I'm that person that is entrepreneurial. I'm always looking for ways to benefit my tax liability and things like that. So knowing that this is a home-based travel business and I'm able to travel and utilize this business for myself personally, I signed up that night. Okay. I had no intention of being a travel agent, booking travel for clients. I thought I was going to do this as a hobby. And it made sense because I started my art career as a live wedding painting artist, where I would travel locally and then travel internationally to paint live. So it made sense that I can actually use this travel business to fuel and fund my art business. That is the reason why I honestly got into travel. Once I got in, the pandemic happened a year after, and I was still making commissions, getting checks from my travel business part-time. That's when I realized, oh my goodness, I wanted to take my travel business to the next level. So while I was stuck at home for over 5 weeks, because everybody was stuck at home at that time, nobody was able to go to work unless you are considered an essential worker. So during that time, I stayed home. I was still booking travel. And guess what? I was still traveling with some of my friends. We put our mask on and we were traveling everywhere. And I was utilizing my travel business where I was taking advantage of those perks of a travel agent, right? Experiencing travel from the inside so I can better sell it to my clients. So during the pandemic, I was traveling a lot and learning about my product, training about the industry even more, and booking more travel. So that was my backstory. Fast forward 6 years in, I've built a team of over 300 active agents. I was a top booker in my previous project. And due to certain reasons that they did not like, okay, how I was promoting my business online through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and training and creating training opportunities for agents. They deemed that as non-compliant, so I was terminated. And that's okay. At that time, it felt really hard for me to be terminated at that time, but within 6 days, I found Evolution Travel, and it literally checked through all the things that I was looking for. It was, hey, commissions is starting at 80%, 10% travel override on travel agents that I help. I knew that I wanted to be a part of a host agency that had passive and residual income component associated with it. I don't mind network marketing because I actually love a lot of things about it, is really about finding the right people, the right company, and the right product. I knew that travel was always going to be the product. And it's something that I, myself, my family, my friends will always use. And I knew that there were perks and courtesies of being in the industry. Right? I have attended almost every major vendor supplier event. I took my trainings to the next level. I have invested time, energy, money to go to all the industry events, and I was soaking all in. So I know the travel industry, it's the best, phenomenal. So when that was no longer the company that I was with, I knew immediately that I had transferable skill sets in the travel space. I was already a top travel booker with the past company. So immediately I knew, because of my networks and my relationships that I have built in the past 6 years with my clients, through BNI, through my friends, through social media, I'm heavy online and I'm heavy offline. So at that time, when all of this happened, I had clients that were ready to book trips. I mean, I literally had a cruise booking that needed to be booked as soon as possible at that time. And sometimes when you're booking groups, there's a sense of urgency that a travel agent must have, because you can lose that booking or lose the opportunity to get your client the best deal at that time. And I was like, okay, I need to pick a host agency that had all those things that I was looking for. Great support, great trainings. I didn't want it to be too big. I didn't want it to be heavy on recruiting. I want it to be travel agent focused. It's about travel agent success, about you utilizing your products and just having the support that you need in a company. So I've heard of Evolution Travel for a while. I've done my research probably 5 years before I got started already. So I know a little bit about it. So when it was time for me to make my decisions, I've called a couple of host agencies. I went to their websites. I mean, I was doing my research. But I ended up picking Evolution Travel because it had a few things that I was looking for: the higher commissions, being in the industry for a very long time. Archer Travel is partnered with Evolution. Archer Travel has been a family business for over 70 years in travel. I like the fact that they are partnered with every major supplier, because I have already gotten the access from my previous company. So I knew that I needed a company that's going to be at least the same or have been in business longer. So those things were important. So I wanted to tell you my first 30 days, right? I started on September the 30th, and 2 days, October the 2nd, 2 days, I was able to hop on a Zoom with the owners and the founder of Evolution and Archer Travel. David McCovey is the founder of Evolution Travel. The concept is Evolution Travel is the marketing arm to expanding and scaling the travel agent business for Archer Travel. So Archer Travel is the host agency, and they want to grow their networks, right? They want to have more agents within their company representing them as independent travel advisors. So it benefits Archer Travel to be partnered with Evolution, because their focus is to help support and help agents to be able to join an opportunity with Archer Travel. And through Archer Travel, agents are able to start their home-based travel business with a very low investment and get all the support from Archer Travel. All their partnerships, major suppliers already partnered up with them with the relationships that they have built for a very long time. And Archer Travel's purpose is to just support travel agent success, whether you have no experience, some experience, or a lot of experience. They are just there to make sure that you get the credentials that you need, you get the support, the trainings, and you get paid commissions, 80% paid out to you. And with Archer, what I like when I was researching is that 90% of the commissions that an agent books goes out to the field. So when you book a trip, for instance, there's going to be built-in commission. Whatever the highest built-in commission that supplier have already decided to pay out to Archer travel agents, 90% of that is going to be paid out to the field. So Archer Travel only keeps 10% of that. 80% goes to the travel agent who did the booking, which is me. And then 10% of that goes to the sponsor, the person that helped me start my travel business. So in a sense, right, it just makes sense without you having to worry about recruiting a certain amount of agents. To me, that takes the pressure off of me and definitely with my team. So those things are important. So in the first 2 days, immediately, I was on a Zoom. We spent over an hour and 20 minutes with them. And some of the people that were wanted to start the travel business with me and grow my organization, they were on that Zoom as well. And we were able to get to know the founder, the owners, hear the vision of the company, ask any and all questions pertaining to their company, how they help agents, how some of my agents, right, came from another company, and how we're able to register with a new host. So I will do a video on you switching from one host agency to another, and it could be any host agency. So basically, most of the time it's the same type of instructions or ways in which you would switch your host agency to the new host IATA number and travel credentials, so you can have direct access to book travel with the vendors and suppliers worldwide. And for me, the most important thing is to get that direct access, my own travel agent portal with the different suppliers that I use most often. But you always have access to those. So within 2 days, we were able to do that, get to know them. And I was just so blown away and excited because I've always wanted something like that, right? And then I also requested that Ron Archer, the owner, first of all, he gave all of us his personal phone number and email, not the company's, not corporate, his phone number and email. So at any point in time, we can email him directly if we have concerns, questions, and he could either answer them or direct us to the people in his company that can help us. And so it's not just me, it's my other agents as well. So that was great. A week after that, we set another meeting with Ron for more questions pertaining on how we can transition from a company to another company, right? So that was very amazing. He spent over an hour and 30 minutes with us to answer more questions, right? Because, moving a home is really stressful, right? So in a way, when you are transitioning from one host to another, you want as many questions answered as much as possible. So for me, it's important that I understand, what is going on with all that whole transition. But before I get into really the crux of what happened 60 days within the first 60 days, I wanted to tell you that by today, I myself have 70 travel agents, active agents right now in my organization. I have booked, singularly myself as an agent, I have already booked over $178,000 worth in travel sales. Okay. In my first 30 days with Evolution Travel, I actually booked over $107,000 worth in travel sales. What's amazing is October and November tend to be slower months when it comes to booking because, school has just started. in October, people are coming back from trips, probably saving up for upcoming holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. So even though people booking travel now for the upcoming year or for the holidays in the upcoming year in the summer months, they tend to be a little bit of slower months when it comes to booking travel. Somehow, because I have been networking and really building my business online and offline and building the relationships of 6 years, right? I was able to book over $178,000 in travel sales. And I wanted to do the math for you really quick because on average, travel commissions are 10 to 15%. So I'm going to do 10%, just so it'll be easy math for you. So that's over $17,800 of commission that's going to be paid out to my host agency. And I am going to earn 80% of that, which is going to be $14,240 with Archer Travel, because you start out over here at 80% built-in commission. So in 2 months, I already know that I have future travel commissions of around $14,000. That's going to be paid out to me as a travel agent. I'm excited about that. The reason why I want to work so hard to these past 60 days is because I have a team of agents that are joining forces with me. And I feel a sense of responsibility to make sure that I know everything or as much as I can with Evolution Travel. Um, I registered with all the suppliers, my favorite ones, the most often used suppliers. I've already registered with them in the first week of being with Evolution. So that way I lay the groundwork. And so when people need to book travel, I'm ready. I want people to always be ready so you don't have to get ready. I always tell people, if you want to start your travel business, you need to start right now, not wait for the right time or wait till you have the right money, because when clients need to book travel, they want to book it yesterday. Some clients are thinking about travel, but when they're ready, they have the credit card, the debit card ready, and they are ready to make that payment literally today. Every single hour that we wait when we're booking travel for our clients, especially is within 3 to 6 months, the travel pricing changes hourly. So you can do your client a disservice by not being ready and already be registered with these suppliers to book travel, right? So that's my belief. So when I came in, I knew that I needed my questions answered, and I wanted to make sure that these suppliers that Archer Travel has partnerships with, that I can have access to. And within the first 7 days, Disney, I went into their booking portal, changed the host agency, boom, that was done within 2 minutes. I actually kept my same email that I used previously. So all I did was I went into the back office of Evolution Travel, access Archer Travel supplier site, and there were some that just needed me to self-register. So I did that. Some of them needed me to submit a form so that way Archer Travel can register me. And some of them, because I already have an existing email as an agent, I simply found the sales department of every major supplier, emailed them. Within 24 to 48 hours, I got a response. Some of them were super easy. They were able to immediately change all my credentials over to Archer. Others, what they did was they deactivated my old account with that email, and I just simply re-register with the same exact email with my new Archer Travel credentials. That was a lot easier than I thought. These suppliers, and that's why they major and that's why they prefer partners, are truly phenomenal, because all they want to do is to make sure that you as a travel agent have success, get their travel agent portals access so you can book more travel. So it behooves them to make sure that we get what we need in order to become the best travel agent, right? So I was able to do that. So during that time, guys, I was still like a part-time nail technician. So I would spend every really hour and energy and time transitioning over. And then when I got clients that were in my inbox or in my text messages asking for trips, I, in between clientele, and a lot of times people were canceling at the nail salon. So October, November are slower months for me at the nail salon. So during that time, which is kind of perfect, during that time, I was able to concentrate on sending quotes, finalizing bookings, putting deposits down. I actually got 2 bookings for river cruises, and I'm so excited because I was able to book 3 cabins with Uniworld and 3 cabins on Emma Waterways to Amsterdam. Uniworld, Uniworld is the one that I booked to Amsterdam for 8 days. And Emma Waterways was the one that I did for Budapest, for Germany. That's next year's trip. But the customer service with those 2 river cruising companies are phenomenal. So I called in and I booked them under Archer Travel. Truly phenomenal, right? That was a learning experience for me because I've never really got to book river cruises all these years, but that contributed to me being able to book over $100,000 in travel sales in the first 30 days. So guys, you want to make sure you learn about river cruising. I believe all my BNI members and friends and family, everybody needs a river cruise. Just because I had to take some training and learned all about it. I read everything about Uniworld and Emma Waterways and the different itineraries, and I got so freaking excited. But yes, and let me tell you, the first day though, when I did sign and start my travel business, I found my upline. I saw her on social media, I think like a quick little post, and I really liked her vibe. I contacted her through Messenger. I mean, everything was doing really quick. And she got back with me. I saw the presentation, talked to her. She answered my questions. I signed up on the 30th of September. The same day, I immediately got her new agent information, her packet for getting started. I immediately signed up for their training that they happened to have the same night. So I took that training. It was 1 hour, fell in love, learning how to access EVO Plus, which is their wholesale, hotel, and resort platform, right? And I was learning how to make instant commission from that training, and they have it twice a week. So I took that training, and guys, let me tell you, from that training, I immediately created Square account, and within the first 30 days, I made over 2 grand in instant commissions, saving clients on trips. One was a honeymoon to Isla Mujeres in Mexico. I saved them over $900. It was phenomenal, right? And I was able to make instant commission and waiting for my future commissions, because as travel agents, we wait 30 to 60 days after the client has traveled in order to earn that built-in commission from the books that we have, from the trips that we have booked. So that was phenomenal. So I did that in the first day, took that training. That same night, I went in the back office and took their basic travel training modules. There were 8 of them. It took me less than an hour. It was so simple, easy to do. Their website is super easy to navigate. So I really love learning that part, right? So I knew for me, in the first week, in the first 2 weeks, I wanted to get acclimated because I wanted to create new videos for my agents that were coming in, right? As I was booking travel, travel agents were coming in, joining, partnering up. So I wanted to make sure that there were first steps The company and my group, my sponsor, they already have a system in place. I know that, right? And I love systems, but I feel this sense of responsibility too with my team is that I also know their personalities and what they're like, right? I wanted to make sure that I too have some type of video system trainings that will help them as well. I'm always been that person to want to contribute as much as I can. I really can't help it. And I found in the last 6 years that my niche, one of my callings, not outside of being an artist, is teaching, is simplifying concepts, ideas, things that I have learned, and keeping it at a fundamental, elemental level for brand new agents to comprehend, soak in the information, and to really mentor new travel agents. That is something that I love to do. Over here with Evolution Travel, I have been able to really do that with so much freedom. Um, I mean, there's really no one telling me not to do something. They're saying no. Hawaii, like, express yourself and showcase your abilities to help your agents. So I'm just at a very comfortable place here with Evolution. In my first 60 days, I continue to attend my BNI meetings that take place every Wednesday. So I was there every Wednesday networking, and I had more time and opportunity to do more lunches and attend networking events to build even more relationships. Because once I stopped uh, being a part of my other project, I didn't have constant meetings in person anymore, right? I really wasn't traveling around the United States away from my family. So I have been home more, just working on my travel business, but also at the same time, spend time with my family. I was on weekends home, attending my son's soccer games, movie nights, breakfast with the family, just being able just to do stuff around the house more. So I've been loving it, by the way. It's exciting. And I really get to really focus on what am I doing within my BNI meetups and lunches and coffee meets, right? I have been more intentional on growing those business relationships, friendships, and that really all collectively has helped me to grow my team and to be able to book so much travel. I would say over 70% of my bookings came from the referrals from my business networking group, but some of them are from repeat clients and social media and things like that, and shout outs from social media. So that all helps me as well. But I would say networking in person is a big deal. So I am going to do a training actually this Monday. I'm going to do my first official big team training for Evolution Travel with our big team, business to business networking. And then I'm going to do a fit, which is an individual booking planning from beginning to end with multi-destinations to Asia. So I'm going to be doing that type of training soon. I'm excited because now I'm able to really do more of those things to help other travel agents and help those agents that are not even a part of my direct team. So now I'm able to contribute even more on a bigger scale. But within the first 60 days, I have already created 5 new trainings for travel agents. I did one for first steps for new travel agents, the basics of being a new travel agent, and booking basics 101. I have another training that I'm working on, which is how to set up your business correctly and finding your niche. So I'm going to work on that in the next week or so as well. And I'm going to post them on my YouTube. So if you guys are travel agents and you're not part of my organization, is quite okay. The information is pretty universal for travel agents. So that is going to help you in one way or the other. But yeah, I've been able to really focus on doing more YouTube videos the way that I plan to or have done in the past, but I had to remove a lot of them at some point, right? Because it was conflicting with my past company. But now that's been lifted and I'm no longer there, I have this freedom to be able to do those types of trainings that I know will help you guys being a part of my channel. So I'm excited about that. So now I wanted to showcase you guys the 70 travel agents that have gotten started with me. And is becoming like an international team. We have several agents that are from Mexico, live in Mexico. And then these are the states that have joined our organization. They're from Florida, of course, South Carolina, North Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Georgia, Colorado, Arizona, Tennessee, South Dakota, New Mexico, and New York. I may have missed some states. If I have missed it somehow, you can put in the comments. I'll make sure I do a video on the different countries that we are in existence now. We're in 34 countries, including France, Italy, Spain. I'm not sure about Italy. Australia, and Aruba, St. Croix, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago. So all those different countries, 30 something of them. In the Netherlands even, yep, you can start your travel business from there as well. So I think that is really amazing. I'm really excited about our growing team. And 5 of us being in business in the first 60 days have already made residual income, because some of us have like 3, 4 agents that start a travel business, because this is a great opportunity, being able to make and save money on your own travels and becoming like travel business owners for such a small, tiny investment. Just from that itself, it has already paid our monthly residual bill. Okay, we don't have a monthly overhead, and that's 5 agents, and we got 5 more that are a few agents away from being able to offset their monthly. So how exciting is that, to come in with a new company and being able to not have a monthly overhead, including myself. Like, I am in straight up profit mode in my first 60 days. To be fair, again, I have experience. I have experience in relationships, building a team. I have experience in booking travel, and I am not afraid to showcase my gifts, my talents on social media. I have honed in those skills for these past 6 years. But I did start at 0, meaning did not have any agents on my team, meaning I was not experienced at all in booking travel. The only travel I've ever booked was for myself, and I would call in to book a cruise. That was the only experience in booking travel. I was not on social media at all, no platforms. I was not even active on those things, and I did not even know how to use a laptop. So I was that person that didn't have any of those skill sets in the travel space. And in the last 6 years, that's all I did, was to focus on learning, on becoming better, being a continual learner, and doing it scared anyway. So now I'm at the place where I'm very comfortable, I'm very confident in being that mentor, travel coach for new agents. And that's my whole focus. And I'm excited to be able to do those things. I know how to help each person differently, because everybody needs are different. So I listen to what the agents need. I listen to their weaknesses and their strengths, and I help bring that out of them, right? I help inspire, encourage, motivate them to find ways to make it work for them, make it make sense. And most people do this on a part-time basis. So my focus is to make sure that even on a part-time basis, that agents get out of what they put into this business. I think that covers everything. Oh, and yesterday was actually the day that I hit this major rank. I have had 4 rank promotions. First is executive, which is 3 agents. Bronze is 6 agents. Silver is 9 agents. And I have already accomplished those 3 probably in the first week or 2 of the business. But gold consultant is really the big major rank of at least 42 agents in your team, built and structured correctly. So now I actually just hit gold consultant, means that I will earn a minimum of $1,000 in residual income on a monthly basis. So I'm so excited because that my goal was really first 30 days, but that's okay. But my next goal was like, okay, I'll just do it in the first 60 days. And I actually did it on the 59th day. Yesterday was the day. And I'm excited to be going on my cruise next week, Virgin Voyages cruise. It'll be my 3rd Virgin Voyage cruise in the past 2 years. And that's part of being a travel agent. That's one of the perks, is being able to go on these fam trips, experience travel from my clients' perspective, learn more about the brand. I'm going to get to share this experience with other travel agents and celebrate my birthday. So I'm turning 47 on the cruise. Well, not on the cruise. I turn 47 when I come back on the 12th. But that will be my birthday cruise. And I get to celebrate my gold consultant status. And I wouldn't be able to have done this without my amazing team. So thank you, team, if you're watching this, any of you or all of you, some of you, leave in some comments. I want to say thank you sincerely for trusting me and partnering up with me and just, deciding, hey, I want to be a part of this journey. I want to take advantage of what Evolution Travel has to offer as a company with a partnership with Archer Travel. They have over 20,000 active agents right now. In 2024, the year of 2024, last year, the company was able to book over $500 million in travel sales. That's $500 million off of just 20,000 active agents. So this company is heavy on training agents to be successful, booking travel, earning commissions, and being the product of the product. We really stress agents, utilizing the product and taking advantage of all the perks and the courtesies, the fam trips, discounted rates, free trips. So that way you can truly know what it feels like creating experiences and touch, feel, taste, and experience these travel products, all for the purpose of being able to better sell it to our clientele. People that have passports, agents that have passports, that have traveled internationally, have been on cruises, that have been to the different states and travel in, getting a car rental and going from state park to national park and go on those train rides. All these agents that with all these experiences are proven to have made a better travel agent selling travel for their clients because of their knowledge, experience, and so on. So that's the reason why I love being where I'm at here with Evolution Travel. So I just want to tell you guys that my first 60 days has been truly amazing. I am blessed. I am thankful. How fitting it is that I'm getting to do this video a few days after Thanksgiving. I have so much to be thankful for. I look at starting over as having the opportunity to make things better and put myself in perspective to do things differently this go around. Everything that has happened have been lessons, have been opportunities for me to grow and develop as a leader, as a coach, as a travel mentor to my new upcoming travel agents, babies in the industry. You have nothing to worry about. Having the right coach and mentor, it does matter. It literally sets you up for the success of your business. So, guys, I'm going to end this live by saying thank you again for watching, following my journey, believing in me. And last thing I want to say is somebody joined my travel business a few days ago just from watching one of these videos and signing up on my link, have never met me in person. And I'm excited to be talking to you soon. And for all my future travel agents that have not bothered to even call and contact me and find the information on my YouTube helpful enough for you to get your business started, I'm thankful. Thank you so much for doing that. That just lets me know, hey, I'm on the right path. I will continue to improve my knowledge, experience, and as a leader in the travel industry. Subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell, guys. Leave me some comments. Give me a huge like, love. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you guys the next time. Bye now.